Today, I want to know how many of you can relate to this. You're doing pretty good on your diet, you're feeling really well, and then somebody like bakes something or makes something, or it's a birthday, or somebody brings donuts or cupcakes, or they offer you something free, or like whatever it is, you're just cruising along in your life. And here comes this thing, somebody else comes into your world, comes into your space, and all of a sudden you end up eating something that you didn't want to eat, you didn't plan to eat, doesn't work for your body, but you did it anyway to please somebody else, or to not be the odd man out, or to not miss out on some baked thing that somebody made, or whatever the excuse and the reason was. It doesn't really stand up. It's not super sufficient to what happens. And you didn't want to do it, but you kind of felt like you had to. Okay, I'm raising my hand loud and proud, both of the hands all the way up there to that one. I have done that so many times. So I'm going to tell you how to bypass that today. It's a couple easy steps that I'm going to share with you because I had that experience actually this weekend. It was my birthday. I was at my friend's house and we were all hanging out. And so I'm telling you this story actually for a reason. The telling of the story is part of the process of rewiring the brain that I am going to share with you right now. This is one of the processes that I use in hypnosis. It's called ultimate reality. So this is the story. And I'll tell you, I come from a place of not being able to say no, or if I did say no, it was aggressive. Or I didn't want to. I was really like sad and mad and pissed off about it. And then I ended up going to the store afterwards and getting some stuff to eat because it was like already in my mind. So this is what happened this weekend. I was at my friend's house. We were hanging out. It came up that it was my birthday the following day. She was like, oh my God, because she knows that I am, don't do sugar and, my son's gluten-free. And she had this thing, this like, treat, this dessert thing that she was like, oh, I know that she's really going to like this. She was like, it's sugar-free, but it's got some fake sugar. It's no big deal. Right. She says, she's so cute. It's gluten-free. So like my son could have it. It's like dairy-free, whatever. It was all these frees, but then it was still this like dessert thing that I know triggers my body. It doesn't trigger everybody. I know it doesn't work for my body. Anyway, so they had the candle, everything was going, they lit it, the wind was blowing, the whole thing. And it was so sweet. And they sang happy birthday to me. And I thanked them so much. And I blew out the candle and I made my little wish. And, then I cut the little pieces. And then I just went on and changed the subject and went on with conversation. We went on with our evening. I didn't need to eat it just because it was for my birthday. I didn't need to eat it just because someone offered it to me. I didn't need to eat it just because of anything. I don't need to put anything else into this body ever again that I don't want to. Hallelujah. Now, this is a mindset shift. This has nothing to do with what diet are you on, or did you stick to your diet, or you've got so much willpower. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has everything to do with a shift of my mindset, because every action I've ever taken has always started as a thought. That is why hypnosis and group counseling and therapy is so vitally important to the kind of work that we're doing here. Why I tell you that story is because ultimate reality is a few-step process. First, you think of someone who has a skill that you want to have. The skill that I just shared with you is one that I am assuming all of you want to have, because it was like a miracle to me. And so I know that anyone struggling with their weight and with food is going to want to have that kind of peace of mind and freedom. So imagine that you're just watching me behave like that. Then you imagine what it would be like to be inside of my mind. So go through that whole scenario that I just shared with you, that whole story, but imagine that you're inside of my body. You're inside of my mind. You're able to think my thoughts. You're able to feel the sensations in my body, the peace of mind, the freedom, the just going on with the conversation. Now imagine that you're taking those resources back with you into your life and see how that could benefit you in the months to come as the holidays are coming up and there's going to be birthday parties and New Year's and all of that kind of stuff. Amazing. So you learn the resource, you incorporate the resource, and then you future pace the resource into your own future. Boom, you've now changed your mind, and you no longer ever have to say yes when what you mean is no, thank you very much. All right, I love you ladies so much. Talk to you soon.